Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Cutler's Bears going up against Palmer's Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals.
Three down. Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
For only a couple, it brings up third down. And certainly one of the mainstays in this offense is the crafty veteran L. Fitz.
Love the way you phrased it. Crafty. This guy knows how to get open and catch the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
We need to stop right here. Here we go. Let me hear that crowd. Let's go. Let's go, D. Let's go!
Third down, Palmer. And he dropped it. Now he was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Check. Presto.
They come out here and for Jordan Howard. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And we get a peek at the offense and a peek at Alshon Jeffrey.
An absolute matchup nightmare for any defensive back. Size, speed, terrific hands.
Check three.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. On 3rd down, Cutler. And he's got Miller. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, You light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Check, check. Go, run.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think that coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. And if they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson's one of the best corners in the game as well.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 4.
Today, ladies on third.
Shift.
Under.
37.
Play clock running down. The throw, Cutler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Today,
He's checking. Crash.
today,
The play clock's running down. A run for the Arizona native. This is Kadeem Carey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hey, we got tight right.
Time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So, Brandon, this is just basic football right here because we're getting right down to it. Toss sweep. So, for the offense, you're often pulling linemen to get out ahead of your blocker. And if you're the defensive guys, either you meet them with force or you get up underneath them with speed in order to try and finish off the play.
180. Under.
Heads.
Today.
Shift. Watch the shift.
And they'll go on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Braylon Addison have taken the early lead. Here's Connor Barth for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. And now here's Ross. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us, and then have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on the first drive. I'll tie you this right here. They begin the drive with Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not rude, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
No.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, and that's good enough to extend the drive.
But we always talk about good down and distance defense, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and two, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Three buzz. Get ready. Blue 95.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Cards are going to have a first down.
Really good, solid run right there. And they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options.
Get ready. Blue 95.
Usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
And Gresham has it left side. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So here we go. First and 10.
Under 10. Get ready. Blue 95.
Palmer gives to Johnson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Double tight. Come on, baby. Get on your feet. Here we go. Blue 58. Mike's 50. Blue 58.
Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Single.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. Blue 95. Let's go. Blue.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Dumping it off for Jacket and very short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Tight end right. Here we go. 1, 18. Got 4.
Second down, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Defense, let's go. Let's go. 1, 18.
First down, it's Palmer. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Good job, D. Good
5
job.
yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes the play a little bit quicker.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And the Bears in the nickel.
Blue,
No, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there.
Playing exotic coverage.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Four down, four down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even.
They come up in an offset eye. Second down is Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Hey, check 23.
It's Cutler. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm
And there's a
talking about.
completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they're running.
And a run will carry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
180! Got it! 180!
He's checking.
Now Cutler will throw on 2nd down. For Kidder here, it's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Strong right. Strong right.
Get out! 180!
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hey.
Get out!
First down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any pass in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Tight on the left. Move.
Easy.
Check safety,
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And on the note of Alshon Jeffrey, partner, is he a piece that the Bears can build around next year?
He should be because of his talents. I mean, think about it this way. When he goes out and runs a route, I don't care how much you cover him, with his size and ability and catch radius, he's almost never covered. The key for him is staying healthy, staying on the field, because if he has that dependability, then you definitely can build around him.
Last year, 12 games, over 800 yards and 2 touchdowns. He has 26 total TDs in his 5 years in the league. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Second and just 1.
Tight left, tight left. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Howard again. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
4 down. Check 26, check 26.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Ship.
Now they'll look to throw it with Cutler. On the right side, this is Miller. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Operating inside the 10 after the lead here. It's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
4 down.
180. Under.
Check 99, check 99. Kill.
On 2nd down, Cutler. And he's got his tight end Miller. Touchdown Bears. Zach Miller from 10 yards out. And the Bears extend their lead. Just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Get ready. Blues. Alert.
Throwing now. Palmer on 1st down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, you know something, hard work and incredible efficiency does pay off, and that's Larry Fitzgerald of Arizona. 107 catches. I thought he's supposed to be getting older and slowing down.
I was just going to say, people are wondering when Father Time's going to catch him, but he's too fast for Father Time.
Right now, he's keeping Father Time at bay, and in fact, is still continuing to flourish in the desert.
Now Palmer throwing 2nd down. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football.
On plays like this this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. We've had guys be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Even. 4 down.
180.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
180.
From the gun on third down, it's Cutler. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Alshon Jeffrey, so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Kill, turn up.
First down, it's Cutler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And on a different topic, don't forget, yes, we had the Super Bowl, also had the Madden Bowl leading up to the big game. Eric Berry, second year in a row, won that beating Dak Prescott.
And those guys are really, really competitive in playing those games. So don't think that Eric Berry didn't really enjoy it. But in the, what do they call it, the Madden Major Series?
I call it the non-athlete series.
Well, not athlete, but way more competitive even than the players playing. How about that championship?
Yeah, Chris W. McFarland beating Eric Problem Wright took home his share of That's $250,000. And by the way, online qualifying open for the Madden Challenge, the third event of the Madden 17 Championship Series. Should be a lot of fun.
We need to start working on our games. I heard that purse, $250,000.
Your ears perked up a little bit.
Definitely. Let's get to work. Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won a state title at Heritage Hills High School in southern Indiana.
Where in southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby to my hometown of Evansville.
Watch left.
Bet you've never been there, have you?
I have not been there, but I'm looking forward to being invited for a holiday this year.
You're invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you.
Not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Hey.
No. Off.
to throw on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on third and 8.
Three down. Hey, check.
Time running out here on the play. On third down, Cutler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Let's go. Look.
All right, now. 1-18.
Get the offense going with Johnson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tracy Porter from the secondary makes the tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Strong left.
Here we go. Blue 95.
On second down, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't do it. And they come back now, start over again, and grind it out.
Give them a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They come up in an offset eye.
Watch twist.
Second down, here's Cutler. And he's going to drop this off to the fullback. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
You know, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many play style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Three yards to go on second down.
Double tight.
And they'll take this one down near the 15. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Hey, we got four down.
And the toss play, Howard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
under, Chris. Wide. Get wide. Here's that pass. Here's that pass.
First down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You're ready to a brick wall. You're ready to a brick wall, baby. You're ready to a brick wall, baby.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Double tight.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Slam. Joker.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Right.
They'll need to get the play out quickly.
Switch.
Snap it at 1. Now it's Cutler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Daniel Buchanan. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack it here. They'll start to drive to the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Okay, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again to set them up.
Let's win.
Here we go. Wide, 18.
Let's win.
Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter.
Field's right.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. 3rd and 2. Now Palmer. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time.
Get ready.
And conserve as much as possible.
Blue.
On first down, it's Palmer. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot. You're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
On second down, Cutler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it's third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The throw, Cutler. And incomplete on the deep ball. Connor Barth now for the Bears field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. This is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
Come on now, let's go.
1 receiver left, 3 to the
Let's
right.
go, let's go. Blue 95.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the
now,
right.
Blue 95. Blue.
Second and 10 now. That's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. All right?
Let's go,
you don't
let's
have
go.
to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket
Let's go. Blue
to find
58.
angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything. And sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Watch number 12. Single. All right now, 1-18.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
All right now, Blue 95. Blue 95.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Defense, let's go! Let's go!
Get out. Ready.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Running with Howard. They get only a couple down to the 44. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. The fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
4 down, 4 down. Chip.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knock him down for a loss.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On third down, Cutler. It's caught, Eddie Royal. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise,
on first down. His throw incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch left, tight end to the right.
Gun.
Check.
Under.
Check.
Howard on the toss run. And cuts out right sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, baby.
Jordan Howard, 27 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
This is Johnson, and he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Make some noise.
Get ready.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you also control the game.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58. Sally 19. Sally 19. Here we go. Blue 58.
Palmer now to throw on third down. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Get ready. Wide 18. Wide.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. It's caught. Nelson. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, we got tight right.
Here we go. Blue 58.
They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. 6 for the Bears touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that?
Maybe with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go, let's go.
Switch gears.
Sally 19. Let's go, let's go.
Little play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's Johnson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Here we go. Wide, 18. Wide.
3rd down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now.
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.